Have you ever felt overwhelmed? Not by a single task, but by the sheer weight of everything. The constant barrage of information, demands, expectations. It's a feeling that's becoming all too common. But what if I told you there's a way to not just cope with that weight, but to transform it into fuel? To build a fortress within yourself, strong enough to withstand any storm. I wake up before the world does. 5:30 a.m. Not because I want to, but because I need to. That first run, it's the thing I most dread. And that's precisely the point. It's not about enjoyment. It's about armor. Imagine stepping onto a battlefield. You wouldn't choose flimsy clothing, would you? You'd layer on protection, steeling yourself for the fight. That's what those miles are for me. Each footfall is a layer of resilience, a fortification against the chaos that awaits. Because the moment you open your eyes, the moment you reach for your phone, you're exposed. 1,000 voices, 1,000,000 opinions, endless distractions. They're all vying for your attention, trying to chip away at your resolve. It's a subtle poisoning, a slow erosion of your focus and energy. And so, I armor up before I engage. I build a buffer, a reservoir of strength so that when the world comes at me, I'm ready. I'm not scrambling, reacting, flailing. I'm prepared. It isn't a gentle awakening. It's a deliberate hardening. 12 miles. Minimum. And right now, I'm rebuilding, retraining after surgery, so it's often closer to 2 hours. Running at a sustainable pace, a pace that forces me to be present, to feel the burn, to push through discomfort. It's not about speed, it's about endurance. It's about proving to myself, with every stride, that I am capable of more than I think. Fasted. No fuel. Just pure willpower. It's a brutal honesty with myself. Then comes the work. The gym. Stretching. Cycling. It's not about vanity, it's about functionality. Building a body that can endure, that can handle stress, that can support the demands I place upon it. And then meditation. 4 hours dedicated to stillness, to introspection, to quieting the noise and reconnecting with my core. Some might call it excessive, a rigid routine. But it's not restriction, it's liberation. It's a calculated allocation of time. 24 hours in a day. It's amazing what you can achieve when you utilize them with intention. And sleep 8 hours consistently. Non-negotiable. Because without adequate rest, the armor weakens, the fortifications crumble. You can't fight battles on an empty tank. This isn't a lifestyle I stumbled into. It's been 7 years of deliberate practice, of honing this routine, of refining this approach. And it all stems from a single realization. I needed to cap my potential for failure. You see, if you spread yourself too thin, if you chase too many things at once, you guarantee mediocrity. By focusing relentlessly on a few key areas, by building unshakable habits, I create space for growth, for excellence, for true impact. And that growth, it doesn't come from empty affirmations. It doesn't come from shouting motivational slogans in the mirror. It comes from doing, from stacking undeniable proof of your capabilities. As my friend Alex Hormozy says, you don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. It's about the calluses on your mind, the earned resilience in your hands, the scars that tell a story of overcoming. It's easy to talk about confidence. It's easy to pretend to be strong. But true confidence isn't a feeling, it's a consequence. It's the byproduct of consistent, deliberate action. It's the quiet certainty that comes from knowing you've already faced and conquered challenges that would break most people. It's not about believing you can fly. It's about consistently pushing your boundaries, about extending the gap between what you believe you're capable of and what you're actually doing. Belief, people talk about believing in yourself like it's some magical incantation. But true belief isn't simply wished into existence. It's built. It's forged in the fires of adversity. For me, it came from facing the most daunting tasks imaginable. 3 hell weeks at Ranger School. Delta selection. Each experience a brutal test, a relentless assault on my limits. But with each challenge overcome, with each obstacle surmounted, my belief in myself grew stronger, more unshakable. It's a simple equation. Difficulty plus completion equals belief. When you consistently put yourself through things that scare you, things that push you to your breaking point, you prove to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. And that proof, that is the foundation of true confidence. When doubt creeps in, you don't need to puff out your chest and shout affirmations. You simply recall the stack of evidence, the undeniable proof that you can handle whatever life throws your way. My friend sent me a message today reminding me of a quote from Nietzsche. I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and impossible. It's a powerful idea. The true measure of a life isn't success or comfort, but the courage to pursue something meaningful, even in the face of overwhelming odds. The risk, the uncertainty, the possibility of failure, these aren't deterrents. They're the very things that give life its meaning. How many people do you think spend their time talking about their dreams, visualizing success, repeating empty affirmations, and then do nothing? They get a dopamine rush from the idea of achieving something great, but they never actually put in the work. They mistake intention for action, fantasy for reality. It's a dangerous trap. Dreams are powerful, but they can also be insidious. They can lull you into a false sense of progress, making you feel good without requiring any actual effort. The key is to become the master of your dreams, not the other way around. Don't let your aspirations control you. You control them. When you say, I want to be a Navy SEAL, don't just sit back and dream about it. Start losing weight. Start running. Start pushing yourself physically and mentally. The dream is the starting point, but the real work begins when you start breaking it down into a laundry list of tasks, of daily commitments. That's when you become the master of your dream. That's when you transform it from a fantasy into a reality. Ryan Holiday says, talking about the thing and doing the thing vie for the same resources. Allocate yours appropriately. It's a simple but profound truth. Every time you talk about your goals, you're depleting the energy you could be using to actually achieve them. Stop talking. Start doing. This isn't about denying yourself the joy of dreaming. It's about recognizing that dreams are just the seeds of potential. They need to be nurtured with hard work, discipline, and unwavering commitment. It's about understanding that true fulfillment doesn't come from achieving a destination, but from the journey itself. From the constant striving, the relentless pursuit of growth, the unwavering dedication to becoming the best version of yourself. So ask yourself, what is your battlefield? What challenges are you avoiding? What fears are holding you back? What armor do you need to build to face them? Don't wait for motivation to strike. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Start small. And remember, every step you take, every obstacle you overcome, is a brick in the fortress of your resilience. A testament to your strength. A proof point in the story you are writing with your life. Build your belief, one battle at a time, and live a life worthy of the warrior within.